What's up guys, it's Celeste and I've been going to a barbershop for a couple of years now, getting my hair cut short, and it's been a pretty decent experience. They do a really good job at the place that I go, but I kind of would like to actually get my hair cut more often, but with the cost and everything, I usually only go every 4 to 5 weeks. So as you can see, it gets kind of shaggy on the back and sides, and it's pretty annoying. So I decided that I wanted to get some clippers and try cutting it myself. So I've gotten this set here, which is the Wahl Color Pro Color Coded Hair Cutting Kit. This comes with 8 different size guides for different hair lengths, and it also has some other accessories with it. So I'm probably only going to use 1 or 2 of these because I've never done this before and I don't really want to try to get too fancy with this, but I'm going to try to do kind of a fade, which is what I usually have gotten done at the barbershop, but we'll see if I'm actually able to do that. If not, I might end up just doing it all one length just to kind of simplify things, but we will see. So my sort of expectations for this are, when I first started dyeing my hair, I didn't really do that great of a job the first couple of times I did it. I wasn't really happy with it, and I mean, there definitely was a learning curve involved. These scissors are not very sharp. Okay. But obviously after doing it a couple of times, I got better at it. So with this, I'm kind of expecting it to be kind of the same thing. I'm kind of expecting I'm probably not going to do that good of a job the first time, but I figure if I never try it, then I'll never get better at it. So here's the case, and this is, as you can see, the first time I've actually opened this. This like literally just came from Amazon like half an hour ago, and I had to finish up some work first before I could get to this, but let's see here. Here is everything that came in the case. Got some scissors, and I actually already had some hair cutting scissors, but maybe these are better, I don't know. Here is the actual clipper unit, and one of the reasons that I liked this model, and the reasons that I chose it, other than that it had really good reviews, is that the guides are all different colors, as you can see, and so on here it has like a key of what color goes with what size. So like the purple one is like a 3/4 inch guide. So that seemed like it would be pretty good for a beginner to kind of learn what I'm doing, to, you know, really easily be able to tell which guide I'm using and all that sort of thing. So there's also a couple of combs in here and all these guides and some oil, and I think that's about it. But I'm gonna go ahead, and this says to oil it before using, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then go set up the camera and hopefully get started here. So hopefully this will not be a total disaster, and yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I'm in the bathroom now, obviously, and I've got the purple guard on here, which is the number 2 1/4 inch guard, and I'm gonna start with that. And I've seen a couple of different ways to do this. The like real way to do it is you start from the bottom, you do the shorter length first up to a certain point, and then you do like a little bit longer length, and then you blend it together. I'm gonna do it the other way around because that's how I saw one person do it and it looked like it would be easier. So hopefully that will work okay. I figured that way if I start with the longer length, then if I mess it up, hopefully that'll be easier to fix. So I'm only going to be doing the sides and back here, like the brown part of my hair is the only part I'm going to be cutting. All this dyed part I'm going to be leaving for the most part. Possibly like this side stuff I might kind of trim a little bit, but mostly I'm trying to grow this top part out. And I noticed when I turned this on for the first time, well actually every time I turn it on, it makes this kind of like knocking sound, and I don't know if that's normal or not. It's a little bit jarring. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's like this. That. I don't know if that's normal or not. I guess it's probably just like the 2 blades, like when the first time it vibrates, it like hits the edge or something, but it's a little bit disconcerting because I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but hopefully it will be okay. And I also have this lever all the way down because what that does is it makes it, let's see if I can get this to focus right. It will change how far the guard is, or how far the blades are really from each other. So I don't know if this will even really show up here, but basically it's making it so it moves the blades farther away from each other to determine how long the cut is. So it gives you a little bit more flexibility even within each guard length. So I'm gonna start with the longest length because I don't wanna overdo this here. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, I put some newspaper down and I'm wearing like just kind of a junky t-shirt and everything because this is like a lot of hair is falling everywhere and it's making a big mess. So yeah. Look at this. Wow. Okay, so that obviously looks terrible right now, but I'm gonna go back over it. So I'm gonna go back over the top where it's still long and weird looking. Okay, so now I'm gonna add this shorter guard on here and try to do the sides and bottom, like sort of try to fade it upward. So. I don't know why it's doing that. What the hell? I don't know why it's doing this, but it keeps like, I don't know if you can hear the difference, but it's like really quiet all of a sudden and now it's loud, now it's quiet, now it's loud. I don't know what it's doing. God, I had so much hair. Didn't look that long, but there is a lot of hair here. Okay, the back here is like really messed up, so I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna turn this off and try to fix it and hopefully come back and it won't look totally awful. Okay, I think I cleaned it up pretty well. It is a little bit patchy in the back, and I kind of gave up on the fade thing because that's a lot harder than it looks. So I ended up just kind of like going back like all the way up pretty much with the shorter one. I mean, I faded it a little bit, like I tried to kind of blend it a little bit, but it was a lot harder than I expected. So I think I'm probably done now with that because I don't want to overdo it and I think it's already kind of borderline, so I better stop before it gets like any worse. So I'm going to use my scissors now to just trim a little bit on these edges so that it just kind of blends a little bit more, especially in the back. All right. I don't know if you can see, it's like a little bit patchy, especially where I tried to fade it. But oh well, that's what happens when you try something new. You don't always do the best job. So actually, one other thing I'm gonna try to do here is I took the guard off but I have the lever all the way down so that it's longer. And I'm gonna try to use that on the very bottom of my hair and not anywhere else, but just like the neckline where I don't want there to be any hair. And I'm putting it on the longer setting because I don't wanna overdo it. So, okay, so I need to clean up now both myself and this whole area here. So I will do that and then be back to show you the final result. So I'm back and I've taken a shower and restyled my hair and everything. And I'm gonna turn around in just a minute and show you the back, which I think is the most troublesome part of it. It is a little bit patchy in the back, but according to Jason, it doesn't actually look that bad, so we'll see how I feel about it over time. But right now, like, if this is how my hair was always gonna be when I cut it myself, I would probably just continue going to the barber because I feel like they do a much better job, obviously. But I also feel like I have to keep doing it in order to get better. So I'm kind of torn right now on whether I want to keep trying to do this myself or just keep going back to them. So haven't decided yet. Also, I don't know what the deal is with the actual clippers. That whole thing where it's like it goes quiet and then goes loud and everything, like the actual vibration is changing when it does that. And so I think something might be wrong with it. I'm gonna have to look into that. So I might have to return those anyway, but we'll see. So I'm gonna turn around now and show you the back. So it's definitely not as good as it could be, but hopefully it'll grow out pretty quickly and I will decide whether or not I want to try doing it myself again or just continue going back to the barbershop. But if I hadn't tried, I wouldn't know whether or not I could even do this good a job, so I'm glad I tried it either way. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my future content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.